at number 10, Drake. This is easily Kanye's most notorious feud that came to a head once again in 2021 during the release of both of their albums. Back in 2009, these two were friends and often spoke of how much they respected one another's work. But sadly, over time that started to change, and the pair started taking shady digs at one another, like when Drake started dating Amber Rose shortly after her and Kanye split. But things looked good once again in 2015 when they collaborated on a Big Sean song and they hinted at a collaboration album. But things got tense once again in 2018 when Pusha T released Drake diss track called Infrared, which Kanye produced. The song accused Drake of having a ghostwriter. Then shortly after, Pusha dropped the story of Adidon, which exposed that Drake had a love child. The pair got into another feud when Drake seemingly referenced Kim Kardashian on his song and did not deny the hookup rumors. Things were turned up once again in 2021 after Drake dissed Kanye on a song. In response, Kanye doxed Drake and shared the exact location of Drake's Toronto home, even though everyone pretty much already knew the address anyway. This resulted in both of their albums getting tons of press for their releases, so maybe it was just all for show. And at number 9, Kris Jenner. It is not uncommon for married couples to hate their in-laws, but sadly Kanye made his feud with momager Kris Jenner way too public. During one of Kanye's unhinged Twitter rants, he came after several members of the family, specifically Kris Jenner. In the tweets, Kanye called Kris Jenner Kris Jong-un and accused the Kardashians of white supremacy. He also accused the pair of wanting to lock him up. One tweet read, quote, "Kris, don't play with me. You and your Kanye are not allowed around my children. Y'all tried to lock me up," referencing Kris's boyfriend, Corey Gamble. At the same time, Kim was desperately trying to get Kanye help and asked the public to be empathetic towards his struggles. And at number 8, Wiz Khalifa. Kanye has feuded with a number of rappers over the years, and I think it's safe to say this one with Wiz Khalifa was the strangest. Back in 2016, Wiz tweeted that he wasn't happy with Kanye changing the name of his album, The Life of Pablo, from Swish to Waves. Wiz felt that he was stealing the wavy movement from rapper Max B. Kanye seemed to take the criticism and later tweeted out his admiration of Max B. But things later got nasty when Wiz tweeted, quote, "Hit this KK and become yourself." Most understood that Wiz was referencing his own product in that tweet, but Kanye thought he was name-dropping his wife, Kim Kardashian, so Kanye lost it. Kanye went off in 10 tweets, calling Wiz's music corny and saying nobody listens the whole way through. However, Kanye later tweeted that he was confused about Wiz's tweet and now knows that it was not a reference to Kim. Kanye then tweeted in support of Wiz, saying he liked his style and told his team to get the pants that Wiz was wearing. After the clarification, Kanye deleted a majority of his tweets, mainly those targeting Wiz, but the whole thing was just pretty head-scratching. And at number 7, 50 Cent. Yet another rapper Kanye has feuded with was 50 Cent. It started back in 2007 when Kanye changed the release date of his upcoming album to be the exact same day as 50 Cent's. Originally it was supposed to drop on September 18th, but Kanye moved it up 1 week to be on the 11th. Graduation sold 957,000 units and easily blasted 50 Cent, who lost the sales battle by selling 691,000 copies. This was a huge moment in Kanye's career, and with this moment he officially became the king of rap. At that time, 50 Cent said he would never release a solo album again if Graduation beat out Curtis, but when it did, he didn't keep his promise, and he's released multiple albums since. Then in 2019, 50 Cent stirred up trouble by making fun of Kanye's clothing line, saying, quote, "What in the spare some change type is this?" And at number 6, Travis Scott. This feud was very awkward considering Travis has dated Kylie Jenner on and off for years, Kim's half-sister, and the pair have a child together, which means that these men are linked together for the rest of their lives. In 2018, Kanye dragged Travis into his long-standing feud with Drake. Travis had posted a selfie on Instagram wearing a Nike sweatshirt, which Kanye felt was a betrayal because Kanye had a business relationship with Adidas, who was a huge competitor of Nike's. The feud continued when Drake and Travis collaborated on Travis' hit song, Sicko Mode. The lyric in the song about preferring checks over stripes, aka Nike's signature logo, to Adidas upset Kanye. Kanye later tweeted, quote, "How you gonna be on Travis' song and come at me? Trav should have never allowed that." He later added, "Meeting with Travis tonight, but it never be checks over stripes," line again on a Travis song. Kylie later confirmed that the feud had been settled when she tweeted, quote, "Everyone is good, moved on, living life. For anyone who wasn't aware, Travis has a deal with Nike and still does. Point is, it's all been talked out, it's only positive energy." Halfway number 5, Jay-Z. This feud is really sad because beforehand Kanye and Jay-Z were incredibly close and would even consider themselves to be family. But after Kanye lashed out at Jay one too many times, Jay decided to drop him. Tension started back in 2009 when Kanye interrupted Taylor Swift's acceptance speech to say that Beyoncé deserved the award instead. Jay-Z and Beyoncé hated how awkward that it was and felt it pulled the couple into unnecessary drama. Tension also developed when Jay-Z did not attend Kanye's wedding to Kim Kardashian. Then during his Pablo tour, Kanye lashed out at Jay-Z on stage. He said, quote, "Don't call me after the robbery and say, how you feeling? You wanna know how I'm feeling? Come by the house. Bring the kids by the house. Like we're brothers, let's sit down." Jay-Z clapped back on album 444, where he rapped, quote, "I know people backstab you. I feel bad too. But this F everybody attitude ain't natural. But you ain't the same, this ain't kumbaya, but you got hurt because you did kumbaya. You gave him 20 million without blinking, he gave you 20 minutes on stage, F was he thinking?" Exposing that he gave Kanye $20 million when he was broke. In at number 4, Jimmy Kimmel. Sadly, this feud could have been lighthearted, but in true Kanye fashion, he brought it up a notch. In September of 2013, Kimmel poked fun at Kanye West on his show Jimmy Kimmel Live, after Kanye declared on a podcast that he was the biggest rock star in the world. Jimmy Kimmel mockingly asked, quote, "Does Kanye West know he's not supposed to be his own hype man?" Days later, Kanye responded in his usual fashion on Twitter, where he wrote in all caps, quote, "Jimmy Kimmel is out of line to try and spoof in any way the first piece of honest media in years." And at number 3, Taylor Swift. We all know about the epic feud between Taylor and Kanye that has not gotten better over time. It all started on September 13th of 2009 at the VMAs. She went up to accept her award when Kanye ran up on stage, stole the mic, and said, quote, "Yo Taylor, I'm really happy for you, I'ma let you finish, but Beyoncé had one of the best videos of all time." This horrible decision led to the decade-long feud. The next day, Kanye apologized, but later rescinded the apology, claiming he was forced into apologizing to Taylor. Tensions were lessened for a few years until Kanye dropped Famous in 2016 and referenced Taylor in the song, saying that they still might sleep together and calling her the B-word. Amid public outcry, Kanye's wife, Kim Kardashian, posted videos of Taylor and Kanye discussing the song, but the latter sounded like she approved it. After a year of disappearing in August of 2017, Taylor responded with her own track, "Look What You Made Me Do." The pair's fans still fight over who was wrong in the situation, but it's clear this feud will never truly be resolved. And at number 2, Amber Rose. The public feud that Kanye had with his ex, Amber Rose, has to be the messiest, because some secrets were exposed I'm sure they never wanted to get out. It all started in 2008 when the couple started seeing each other. The pair were together for 2 years before splitting in 2010. Tension started brewing when she dated Wiz Khalifa right after, and the pair ended up getting married. After they split, Tyga started dating Kylie Jenner, which means nothing until you learn that China and Amber Rose are best friends. So Amber was involved in the feud with the Kar-Jenner family. Then Kanye went on The Breakfast Club and said about Amber, quote, "It's very hard for a woman to be with a man who's dated Amber," and that he had to take 30 showers before he got with Kim. Kanye also discussed Tyga's relationship with Kylie and said he thought that Tyga got in early and Tyga was smart. Amber responded by tweeting the craziest thing I have ever seen, quote, "Aw, Kanye West, are you mad I'm not around to play in your hole anymore? Hashtag fingers in the booty ass b." Yikes, that is so messy. Later, Amber admitted she regretted the tweets. And finally, at number 1, Pete Davidson. Since Kim has started publicly dating Pete Davidson following her divorce from Kanye, Kanye's latest target is Pete. In a track released last week by Kanye West and The Game, Ye rapped, quote, "God saved me from that crash just so I can beat Pete Davidson's ass," referencing his 2002 car crash. Kanye also trashed Kim during an interview, saying, quote, "How are you gonna bring me to SNL and then kiss the dude you're dating right in front of me?" But apparently Pete is not worried over the threats and thinks they are hilarious. A source said, quote, "Pete thinks it's totally hilarious. Not just that, he thinks the whole tabloid drama with him, West, and Kardashian is hilarious. He loves it." Apparently the newfound feud with Kanye has even brought Pete and Kim closer together. The feud is even messier now that Kanye is publicly dating actress Julia Fox.
Julia Fox and Kanye West have been dating since New Year's Eve, and they made sure to let everyone know, even taking part in a magazine interview accompanied by a photo shoot of the date itself. This led many Kanye West fans to believe that actor Julia Fox was only dating Kanye West for his money. Now Julia has hit back at the accusations on her podcast called Forbidden Fruits. She goes on to say, "People are like, oh, you're only in it for the fame, you're in it for the clout, you're in it for the money. Honey, I've dated dated billionaires my entire adult life, let's keep it real," adding, "It's funny because I'm getting all of this situation, but I really couldn't care." She said her current intention is to continue creating art and putting things into the world. Although I'm not sure how her saying that she's dated billionaires before somehow clears her of not wanting to date Kanye also for his money. According to Forbes magazine, their most recent estimates put Kanye's net worth at around $1.8 billion. And Business Magazine reported that Yeezy brand had made an estimated $1.7 billion in sales in just 2020 alone. During a recent interview, she also told them that since dating Kanye, she has experienced a transformation in her life. She goes on to say, "My transformation after meeting him a couple days later, all my shit was in boxes, gone. It was so cathartic. It wasn't like I was just packing up my old clothes. It was like I was packing up my old life. I was like making that very conscious decision to really put everything in the box, to let go of the past." Julie and Kanye were also recently spotted in Paris for Fashion Week, and the couple were in all leather outfits with Kanye sporting a full-on ski mask. But it wasn't just the ski mask that was drawing attention. As the couple were headed out for dinner, Julie was spotted wearing these silver Balenciaga boots. That had previously also been spotted on Kim Kardashian. What's wild is that because of this, the value of the boots have actually doubled in price. These were originally priced at $1,550, but on the resale market they were going for double that. And the pair have been flying around non-stop at this point, and since the weekend they've been hanging out with DJ Khaled in Miami, just making music and sharing gifts with each other. Then they took off to France for Fashion Week. I mean, I can't wait for this new Kanye variant to come out.
And kiss the dude you dating right in front of me. And everybody's like, "Oh, that's cool." After I went and got the laptop from Ray J myself that night.
During his recent interview with Hollywood Unlocked, Kanye West revealed that he had secured an unreleased adult film tape of his estranged wife Kim Kardashian and her then boyfriend Ray J. If you recall, back in September, Ray J's former manager Wack 100 claimed that he was in possession of the tape and claimed that it was longer and more graphic and better than the first one. And Kanye said that after watching Kim kiss Pete Davidson at Saturday Night Live right in front of him, he immediately hopped on a red eye to get the laptop from Ray J. On an episode of a podcast called Bootleg Kev, Ray J's former manager Wack 100 made the bold claim of suggesting that he was in possession of another Kim Kardashian tape. Wack said in the episode, "We got part 2 on the laptop and it's never been seen. We'd love for you to have it. It'd be a great personal private NFT. I would never give it to anybody but Kanye because it's the mother of his children." Although Kanye confirms its existence in this video and said that Kim became emotional after he brought her the tape. He goes on to say, "I gave it to her and she cried when she saw it. You know why she cried when she saw the laptop? Because it represents how much she's been used. It represents how much people didn't love her and just saw her as a commodity." He then went on to describe Kim as being the most transacted upon human being other than Santa Claus or Jesus Christ. The part that I really focused here on though was when he actually addressed Pete Davidson. Kanye made a very valid point here in saying, "People intentionally do things to be mean and hurt you and to be playing games. And then culturally it's okay. How are you gonna bring me to SNL and kiss the dude you're dating right in front of me?" And everybody's like, "Oh, that's cool." And yet despite all of that, he still snapped up that laptop and apparently brought it right to her. Kanye also said that at the end of the day, he is all about family, and that even though he and Kim aren't together, he will still try to be the best dad. When describing the trip though to get this unreleased tape, Kanye went on to say, "I went and got the laptop from Ray J myself that night and then got on a red eye. I met this man at the airport and got on a red eye, came back, delivered it to her at 8 a.m. in the morning." Now the main thing that Kanye was trying to get across from this interview was that nothing would come between him and his kids. As we reported before, he even purchased a home right across the street from Kim's place just so that it was faster to even see them. However, drama between Kim Kardashian and Kanye West continued after Kanye accused her of not sharing the details for his daughter Chicago's 4th birthday party. Thanks to Travis Scott sending the address in time and Kylie letting him in past security, he was able to make it there just in time. What's strange though is Kanye went live earlier in the day and claimed that Kim and the rest of the family were refusing to give him the address to Chicago's party, which had him really shaken up and nearly on the verge of tears. In the video, he said that he wasn't able to get a hold of Kim or any of her nannies, but then said that he spoke briefly with Tristan Thompson, who told him that he would have to ask Khloe for permission first. He then started going on a rant about how fathers have been kept away from the home and family unit for ages, and that even with all of his money, he has still found himself in that same position. He goes on to say, "Y'all, I was just wishing my daughter a public happy birthday. I wasn't allowed to know where her party was. There's nothing legal that's saying that this is the kind of game that's being played. It's the kind of thing that really has affected my health for the longest, and I'm just not playing. I'm taking control of my narrative this year." adding, "I'm being the best father, the yay version of a father, and I'm not gonna let this happen. Chicago, happy birthday, I love you, and I'm just putting this online because I need y'all's support." However, here's where things get weird. I mean, Kanye was making all of this appear like he was being sabotaged, but really it was probably just more of a miscommunication. Kim was shocked that Kanye would even say that he was not told about the party because, according to her, the pair had already discussed hosting 2 separate events for their daughter. Kanye was supposed to pick up Chicago at 4 p.m. so that the 2 of them could spend the rest of the day together, but instead Kanye began ranting online that he was being blocked from coming to his daughter's party. Whenever households separate, there's of course going to be a bit of a struggle between how each parent wants to raise their kids. In the case of Kanye West and Kim Kardashian, Kanye is furious that Kim is even allowing their daughter North to be on TikTok, and back in 2019, he apparently got very angry for letting her wear makeup. Kim did file for divorce in February of 2021, citing irreconcilable differences, so perhaps this incident contributed to that as well. Kim has spoken about this makeup incident previously and said that she would allow her eldest daughter to wear makeup, but only on special occasions. She goes on to say, "I'd let her wear, she has a little red for Christmas, I'd let her wear a red lip, or I'd let her do one pop of something. I'd let her if she's wearing a black dress, a black lip, so I kind of got in trouble from Kanye for that." However, she then added that Kanye made her change all of the rules and ban their kids from wearing makeup until they became teenagers. Kim adds, "North is trying to get in on the makeup, but she's being blocked heavily because her dad has stopped all makeup for her until she is a teenager." But that was then and this is now, and now that Kanye isn't always around the house, Kim has become much more lenient with these rules, which has caused Kanye to claim that she is letting North wear lipstick and do TikTok videos just to antagonize him. During his interview with Jason Lee on Hollywood Unlocked, Kanye wanted to send a message to Kim and the rest of her team. He goes on to say, "There's 2 things I said. Tell her security not going to be in between me and my kids, and also tell her don't have my daughter wearing lipstick on TikTok, and don't have her TikTok at all if I don't approve that. And I said it after it was done without me knowing." For those of you who don't know, Kim and North started a TikTok page together and currently have just over 5 million followers, although the account does say managed by an adult, which I'm assuming has to be Kim, just double checking that every single TikTok going out is fine. Although even that got a bit out of control for her. If you recall, not that long ago, North must have gotten a hold of the phone and just decided to do a live tour of their house, even walking into her mom's bedroom and yelling, "Mom, I'm live," before then running out. With her trying out different makeup items in a new video though, Kanye is absolutely livid. He continued by saying in the interview, "And then it happened again, so I feel like it's poking the bear or trying to antagonize me or create this crazy narrative." But when it comes to narratives, Kanye can't actually believe that he is the only victim here. He is constantly trying to get out a narrative and even criticize Kim's parenting styles in his latest song called Easy. In the song, he claims that their kids are being left with nannies and watched by the Kardashians TV crew. In the song, he says, "I got love for the nannies, but real family is better. The cameras watch the kids, y'all stop taking the credit."